And welcome to the Situation Room, where half of us are asleep from Warpath. Before we get started, I want to wish all the mothers out there, all the mothers, yes, there's mothers that play War Commander, guys, so take a chill pill. Wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. Tell you, I'm so tired, I almost said happy birthday. Let me get started here and introduce the panel. Then we're going to go over a bunch of stuff. Well, not a bunch, but some stuff. I want to ask, some questions to the paper, to everybody. But here's our panel tonight. We got Killer B. We got the Daba Phoenix in the house. We got Rebel Outlaw and Socrates. Well, he's in between his phone and the PC, but he'll be in here in a minute. Ghost Rider, I know she was supposed to be here, but she's still probably asleep. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I was.
Too much Warpath fun.
Oh yeah, Warpath. I feel like I'm hungover. I think I got like 5 hours sleep.
That's more than me. I think I'm at like I was Warpath until like 5 in the morning, and then I passed out, got like an hour sleep, woke back up because I had an upgrade, and I've been up since.
I got 5 hours, and I think my long night was 3, and that's normal. That's normal for me, but I usually get a nap on them, and no naps. All Warpath. Happy Mother's Day out there, too, everybody, from the Killer.
All Warpath all the time. Let's not do that again for a couple, 3-4 months, please, ladies and gentlemen. Please.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to ask the panel this question. What is the average amount of sleep you get during a Warpath? And I want to actually get a answer from each one of you, but there's only so many of us. But let's start with Killer. What did you think? How many hours do you think you got?
I got 2 hours the one night and 3 the other because I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning no matter what time I get to bed.
5 hours and 48 hours, period.
That's correct.
Damn, that hurts. Ouch. Dava, how much sleep did you get during Warpath?
See, you're making me include Friday into Saturday, in which I slept quite lovely.
I'm not asking Friday into Saturday. Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, Friday into Saturday was day 1 of Warpath, and then Saturday into Sunday was day 2 and finishing up. But day 1, I slept quite lovely because Thursday I felt like crap, and then Friday I felt a lot better. And Friday into Saturday I was sitting on 8K, so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna relax, not even worry about it. I think I probably slept like a good 8 hours, but then I made up for it today.
Okay, I'm here.
Because I only slept like an hour. Because like I said, I passed out because I was having too much fun. And I just literally like passed out with the mouse in my hand and my other hand on the keyboard, just laying down.
And if you had a third hand, it'd be on the KY jelly, right?
I don't do that.
Gail says he slept at least 20 to 24 hours. You could not have slept 20 to 24 hours. You would have missed half a Warpath.
You're a bear, man.
Dang, hibernation. I wish I could do that. Rebel Outlaw, where are you? How much did you sleep during Warpath?
I think I went to bed at midnight, and I get up every day at 5 a.m., so about 6 hours every night.
I think it should be illegal to have to wake up at 5 a.m. That should be crime.
I don't even think there should be a 5 a.m. on the clock.
Unfortunately, there is. There's also a 5 p.m., which I should have set mine for, but I didn't get up in time.
It's all right. I knew you were gonna. I had a feeling somebody was gonna sleep in. It was either gonna be me or you or half the panel. It seems like half the panel.
Yeah, I set my alarm on my clock. I was like, oh crap! I get up, man.
Who's Socrates? You back yet? I know probably not. But Brandy, how much sleep did you get during Warpath?
Well, not 8 hours, but at least 5.
Yeah, I got 5. I got 5 in a 48-hour period. I am feeling like a dead person. I'm not even gonna lie. By the way, somebody Robbie.
You mean rub Bobby's feet, wake him up or something?
Yeah, wake him up. I sent him the link.
I don't roll that way, man. Oh, I'm sorry.
He's been gone an hour, so I don't know if he's going to be back in time.
He's gonna be asleep. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, because he was up with y'all after.
Oh, he said he was gonna put an all-nighter in to reach his goal.
Yeah, and see, like that was after I was up pretty late last night with y'all doing Warpath, and then when I was starting to nod off, I went to bed, and then he said later on that Robbie came on and had a blast, so that was awesome.
Yeah, we tried to hook him up with many targets as he could handle. Then the sector got a little rowdy, and the rest of us were a little tired, so we decided to take the 4-hour siesta. Which is, the time you get settled back into bed, the time you get to relax or something to snack on real quick, it's more like 2-hour siesta. Off, we go right back to it. That's pretty much how it rolled for me. It was an extremely rough one.
I think I was just taking a cat nap earlier.
I'm like that Major Pain character. Just sleep with the eyes open, farm legs in my sleep.
Dude, you just freaked me out with that visual in my head, dude. I couldn't. That movie freaked me out when he did that. Madam, how the hell did you sleep my regular 8 to 10 hours and just taking Warpath about 11? Wow, that's how much. Well, we'll get to that. I fear no man, woman, or beast, but fighters. They give me the battle. I'm not gonna lie, it was an exciting Warpath. I'm just gonna put it like that. All right, so let me go down the panel and ask everybody how they did in Warpath, what their goal was first, please, where you finished next, and not Randy. Don't go dirty on me, please. It is Mother's Day. I know you probably at least finished once, but let's not go there.
Okay, so what was the question now? Since you got me
What was your goal in Warpath, and what did you end up with?
Okay, my goal was 4K. I ended up with a little bit over. Last time I only did about 2K, and so yeah, I was real happy with this one. It was just pushing all the way up until the last second, practically. What was the next question?
You reach your goal. That's what matters. No,
yeah.
Right now, that's it. We'll go to another question in a minute. Killa, what was your goal, and did you reach it?
I think during that last show, I said my goal was 6,000, but then I'd play it by ear. After I got my first 2,000, going slow, you're not motivated. But then when you get up to the next one where you're halfway, then you get motivated more. And I actually did hit 6,000. Then I gave some away. But what the most interesting thing was, I got to use my Dark Storm. Very successful on the first one. That was about it. The others were a little bit. And I learned some things. And I learned that also Quick and Roy are going to chew my ass out when I fuck up something. Sorry for language.
Hey, man, tough love.
Sorry about that.
Love. Thank you, Daba. It's 100% right. Tough love. Daba, I'm gonna before you even say a word, okay? I'm gonna be the great Roy Deeney here and say that you reached your goal, because Daba is probably the most relentless son of a bitch. When he sets a goal, he's gonna make it. So take it away, Daba. How did you do?
Well, as you all know, my name is Daba Phoenix, and I'm a thorium crack addict. I need them blood diamonds, that thorium crack, and so I did indeed earn 6 thorium crack for my random unit that I'm not sure what I'm going to upgrade. But yes, my thorium crack addict stuff was fail. I met my goal. I got the 6 crack.
I'm about to say, don't quit your day job, man.
Yeah, if you're gonna practice voices, you gotta strengthen your throat, because evidently.
Get with my husband and he'll teach you.
Really?
Not that kind.
Wow.
People say my voice is too falsetto, so it's hard to go really deep.
Again, Stephanie's back.
Stephanie.
It's Julie Thomas now, man.
Oh, geez, it's been a long time since I've been around you, I guess. All right, so let's go to Rebel. Rebel, what was your goal, and did you reach it?
My goal was to get 10,000. With the amount of sleep I got in work, I ended up with 12,049 coming in at the last 40 minutes and just hammering away. Before that last 40 minutes, I had 11,000. So,
in other words, he whipped ass. There's gonna be targets on you for sure. Socrates, you back yet?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right.
How y'all doing?
He's kind of here. He's dragging ass just like the rest of us.
Man, it's all about the hustle.
What was your goal, and did you reach it? Which I already know the answers, but the community don't.
My goal was, be top gold, platinum, whatever that thing is, diamond, 10,000. Yeah, I beat my expectations like always. 11,000.
Nice.
I was reaping them. No jelly. I spent a decent amount though. For my level it was harder, so I had to hit more and be consistent.
And he told me not to go there.
I had to hit hard, girl, hard.
I gotta say, Sock, after watching what you would do for the sector that you were in at the end,
that was funny.
Impressive. You were just posting chords, and all I saw was tunes flying. I couldn't tell what the names on these damn things. They were going each way, and he's just sitting there. He's like the Monday night.
Well, hell, even after
I
it
was
was over
smashing and posting at the same damn time.
with, even after it was over with, he was still smashing it and posting.
And on top of it, he was opening doors for some people, just letting them go right on in. Let me smack. And on top of it,
funny.
Some of them were enemy. Some of them you already hit earlier, and they didn't give a shit. They were just happy you were there.
We had a great time, yeah.
Yeah, he was loved.
Loved at the end, but as soon as all those pink bubbles disappeared, everybody wanted his ass.
They came for me. They tried.
So that brings it to me. I'm Roy Boy. If I don't make my goal, I'm going to kick myself in the ass. I met the goal. My goal was 10K. I went up to 11, and I got hit a couple 1 stars. And
people wanted you bad too.
Oh, they did. I got stalked right off the bat. I had somebody riding, chasing me down. You tried to catch me sleeping. You almost got me if it wasn't my boy Spock catching me. He would have got me. He would have got me 3-starred. Instead, he lost his entire everything in the air he had in my base to 69%.
I'm sorry, I had to walk away. I just missed the part.
Excuse me, 65%, and he went flat with my stuff on Ruby in his base at the same time. I didn't even get to see if I was good at platinum. It just happened. I just threw it in there, launched it on Ruby, and I went back into my base and defended that sucker. He lost everything.
The joke of the day that was when he said that. Oh my God, he said, "I never give up."
Yeah, he was never going to give up, and we never saw him again.
And never saw him again. I sniped his DS so many times. It's completely dead plat. DS plat. I was killing his tunes left and right.
It was very entertaining.
I'm a report. Kickside checked my accounts. I was being investigated on Saturday. I kept getting DC, red error. You already know you're being investigated. You can report all day and night. As a matter of fact, when you screen share me and later on, I'll do a nice little 2400 block.
We can gladly do that. I don't mind that. The fact of the matter is, I met my goal. Now, Brandy and I had some questions we thought of on our own throughout the event. We talked about it. I want to get to those questions.
You want to go through the first one?
Yeah, I got to open them. I have them written down. So give me a second on that.
And we'll hash them out and see what everybody thinks.
I want the panel to answer, and I also want YouTube to answer. I want that way when I go back and look maybe it's just us. And I'm watching YouTube chat. Don't get me wrong. And I'm Venom, you kicked ass. That last bit 2-hour run must have been hell low. You know what it is? That last 2-hour run, you're afraid you're going to come up 20 or 30 short and be pissed off. So you're frantically racing for that 2-hour block. But I mean, it's a good time. It really is. So we're going to go down the panel. We're going to ask these questions, go down the panel, and YouTube answer. Honestly, I'll try. I swear I'll do my best to keep my eye on it and read some of these that you guys say. All right, let me get this stuff open here. I apologize for my slow ass delay. I'm just dragging ass, like I keep saying. That should be better if I.
You got your bifocals on?
I was about to say it'd be better if I put my glasses on. Thank you, smart ass. Thank you. Better than I am.
Hey, all I'm saying is it's HD vision. I only got standard vision. You got the HD vision, man.
Oh man, I'm being kicked in the balls by everybody today.
Yeah, fire truck just went by. They're looking for your house, Roy.
I swear, the nuts getting crushed here. On a scale from 1 to 10.
Bottle caps.
What the hell is that? On a scale of 1 to 10, auto caps. I think he said. I don't know.
Bottle caps.
Bottle caps for the
Great.
Bifocals.
Oh, geez. I got my binoculars. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. On a scale to 1 to 10, how would you rate PvP Season 7? Not the one we're in at the moment. The one that just passed now. Let's make sure we're clear on that. And what was your favorite and least favorite part of it? So that's the questions right there. Last season's PvP season.
So this is the season where they introduced.
Yeah, we're in the new season with.
We had.
Are you starting about with today?
Like everybody got an award, whether you were gold, silver, or bronze. But 7 was the one where they introduced. You had to be at the top of the world in order to get.
Basically, they wanted to recommend. Basically, I want you guys to tell me. Here's the thing. I want you to tell me if you like the prizes. I want you to give the total. Just overall, judge this last season that just ended. Because we didn't do that. We didn't go over that. All right.
You talking about the one that was before this one?
Yeah, we're in 8 right now that just started. Thank you. This month has been already a hell of a bang off for 8. Last month we all got some blood thorium, and
yeah, I was gonna say, didn't we have some issues or something, and then just about everybody who even played got something out of it?
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't call that a problem.
No, I mean it helped. If anything, it helped out the players that couldn't get much from it.
Yeah. So let's start with Brandy. Brandy, on a scale of 1 to 10 on PvP Season 7, what was your score, and what was your least favorite and favorite part of it?
7. Favorite part of it was that everybody got a little something from issues. The least favorite part about it is that it can go a day longer.
I don't want anything to go longer when it comes to
That's what he said.
That's my opinion. Killer B.
What? Well, one thing I didn't like about it is, of course, at the end, that extension, which threw a little people threw everybody off. And the hardest thing about it is, well, you want to get up there, and once you're close to the end and you're maintaining a certain area, I finished in the top 100. It's trying to maintain that, and then afterwards, then afterwards, when it was supposed to end, wait, it's still going on. There was an issue, but was it that screw up? I was supposed to get 6, but I got 10. Everybody got extra blood from whatever their class was, 2, 3, or 4 more. That was the one thing nice about it. So, what I didn't like, well.
You said the extension. The time was always just.
I don't know. Is 2 months too long? Do they maybe?
No, I don't think it's a PvP season that was too long at all, in my opinion. But I mean, I don't see how you could change it because it's hard for some people to even get into the upper tier at that point, you know?
With us needing 1.2 million medals to get the current heroes stuff, I think 2 to 3 months would be good because just getting the weekly payout, that can kind of help you get the 1.2 million. I mean, you'll still have to farm a little with the medal basis, but the weekly payout will help because you get 3 months is 4 weeks to a month, 12 weeks roughly. So that's 12 times 100,000. That's 1.2 million right there. And now we're getting 200,000, so actually you could potentially get 2.4 million if it was like a 3 month thing.
All right, Killa. So I'm gonna be honest with you, Killa. It didn't seem that. I mean, your answer's good. I mean, is it too long? No, I don't think it could go any shorter. I don't. Don't forget, Killa. You gotta mute. You're still giving us a little bit of feedback when you're not talking. Don't forget that, brother. Please.
Yeah, other than that, I don't know. It's nothing much has really changed about it except the way they give from the 3,600 up to a top, which makes people fight even more. So Kickside is probably benefiting from that.
Maybe. All right, Mr. Daba. Please give me your answer. Scale of 1 to 10, how was PvP Season 7, and what did you like and didn't like?
So the only thing I really didn't like was the prizes, because, how they did it with the top, because only the top people got it. So 6, they had the Blood Thor for everyone who was Gold 1, so it gave you an incentive to maintain Gold 1. But with this one, you actually had to be top of the people doing the Ring of Fire and the self-bubbling. It's kind of hard to catch all those people with the high input to compete with them because you can't compete against somebody that's got a bubble or locking their base up. So I think it was more, especially with the rarity of
Killa, mute, damn it.
I have been muted since I stopped. It's something else.
Daba getting muffled at the end. I'm gonna be honest. Trying to catch all these people is a full-time job, and Kickside's doing pretty good on some of it. Actually, I've got to say, really good on some of it, especially lately. The Banhammer has been coming down on some people left and right. I enjoy it immensely. It's something that needed to be done, but I'm going to disagree that Kickside kind of was a little funky on some things, How do I put this without... Well, you know what? Let's finish the panel before I go on. Let's finish the panel. Rebel, what did you think last season?
7 was good. I'd give it probably a 6 or a 7. I did kick ass. I don't remember exactly what my infamy was, but I remember I got some blood thorium out of it, and then or metal out of it, and blood thorium. And I'd say the one thing I can't really say too much about it. The one negative. Season 7.5, that 2-day or that day window that they didn't have 8 up, and there was that gap. I went out and crushed a whole bunch of bases and came back the next night, and all my infamy was reset.
Yeah, that wasn't nice of them.
Oh yeah,
that wasn't nice of them.
The same happened to my member. He jumped out, came back, and his infamy was gone.
Yeah. Yep. So what was your score?
I'd say a 6 or a 7.
Okay. Socrates.
Meow.
Meow.
What was your score of last season, and what you like and what didn't you like?
He gives it a meow.
Meow. Yeah, I rated It wasn't too bad. It's the same for me. I'd give it a 7. It was all right. You can't stop a person from, I don't like being hit and not being able to hit back. I
Yeah,
hate
we're
I
gonna
hate
get
the
into
self
that. We're
bubblers,
gonna get into some of that other stuff soon.
but yeah, it was good. Wish I would have caught a lot more, but my infamy was about I'm not even sure. I think it was about 4,000, something like that.
I
Anything
think
Not
above
bad.
30, anything above 3,600, I'm fine with.
yeah,
Maximum 30.
on top of it, we don't get anything extra, So
Mhm.
all right, so it brings it to me. I'm going to give it the season. I'm going to give it an 8. To be honest, I enjoyed the PvP season. Had a lot of fun. Hit a lot of people. Um, Overall, it was just. I think I had a good time. My major dislike was the end, and the end was they didn't plan out the days. I mean, they don't change the maintenance days, so why did they just schedule originally all the way to the next maintenance day instead of having this full Tuesday in limbo?
Oh, you talking about with the morale?
Well, Monday they no. Monday ended the damn PvP season.
Oh, okay.
Tuesday, everybody was out hitting, trying to get their infamy back up. But Wednesday they reset the infamy again and
Oh,
opened
yeah.
for it again.
Yeah.
That kind of sucked ass. I mean,
That pissed some people off too.
I mean, I got mine up to 2,000, did some hitting, coined a little bit, had a little fun, and then I feel like I got my hand slammed to the door because hey, guess what? It was worthless.
Oh, I thought it was because you had your kids running around.
Don't even go there. All right. So, what I did enjoy is I did enjoy just the overall. It was the early beginning of it. There wasn't a lot of 69 going on at the end because everybody made such a big stink about it. There was so much 69 going on. It was sad. Everybody's trying to take advantage of it before it disappears.
Oh,
I guess.
Yeah, no ring. I got a 69 right away. It's
Yeah.
pathetic.
So it is what it is. I still give it an 8 because I had so much fun throughout the season. The ending would kind of threw me off. I wish they would schedule a little bit better. Look at the calendar. Uh, I know it's hard because you got so much stuff you want to slam in that calendar, but there's still so much you got to calculate for. Got to calculate. All right, so my this next question kind of it goes part of it. They're introducing so many changes to combat this season. Season 8 now, guys. Platoon morals, and to help stop the Ring of Fire. Do you feel this will benefit?
It's already been pissing people off. That's what I say.
Do you think this is a benefit or do you think this is a hinder?
I think it's funny to watch people getting pissed off. So it's a benefit for my sense of comedy. But, it's pissing people off. So obviously it's not being fully effective. But then this is Kickside, so.
No, that's true. Kayla, what do you think of all these changes they're doing?
The Ring of Fire. Like I never thought there was an issue with the Ring of Fire, so I think it sucks with the platoon morale. The 69 is what I call it, and I've always said, people take self bubbles. That's okay, but when you're hitting somebody, and then you're intentionally getting hit at the same time, I don't know. There's no way to control it. They think they're going to control it, but they're not. And oh well, somebody else is going to figure. They're going to figure a way around it. Trust me, these guys that are very, very good hitters and that are used to doing this, as soon as this was planned, they were already working ways to get around it. People will get around it.
I'm not going to argue with
my
that.
technique, Killer? You like my technique? Yeah, I know.
No, it's guess what? And people are gonna do it. If you can get the Ring of Fire, I'm all for that. You know what? It's a strategy in playing the game. It's the hitting and getting hit at the same time because you're a pussy.
Mhm.
Meow.
Yep, meow meow.
Meow.
My cat does not condone that. Bubbling at the same time? Hell no.
Knuckles is right. They did say on Discord. Now let's get this. Make sure we're very clear. On Discord, they said Monday night the Infamy would be reset again on Wednesday.
Whoa.
Why didn't they just schedule to reset it on Wednesday in the first place?
Mhm.
And they did. They should have put a nice big fat post on forums, not just Discord. Because until what yesterday or day before, a couple days ago, you weren't even on Discord, Killer.
Yeah, a couple days ago I wasn't.
Yeah. So I mean,
Well, Sparky says they love the moral thing, so I guess there is some people that like it. So
there's some people that are getting to be very good at time and stuff and
Yeah.
playing around with it, which is good, which is very good.
I guess it depends on how you look at everything, you know.
And I hope they're doing this. I hope people do find a way around it. You know why? It'll show. See, you did something. You changed the code. You did something. It did not work. And then people are going to cry. Probably Golden Noodle. He'll figure out another way, and then they'll do something again.
They just made self-bubbling worse. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, look at
you're right.
somebody on YouTube just said, in a good sector, Ring of Fire isn't an issue. Very, very true, because
Yeah.
we've seen that quite often in 80. Ring of Fires come in, we break that shit down.
We break it in the next 7 minutes.
Yep. It can be broken.
Well, there's supposed to be like 3 changes of that, so.
Yeah. Well, let's continue on here. Rebel, what did you think of all these changes?
You know, that morale thing, I think it's just a waste of kick size money in creating that code. But I guess if there's players out there that were complaining about the Ring of Fire, and then, it probably is, more for them, but for me, it don't really mean shit to me.
You know, argue with that. Some people, to me, it's. Oh, I'll just wait to the end. I want to talk about it, but I'll wait to the end. Socrates, I already know your answer on this one, but what do you think?
What was the question again?
What do you think of all the new PvP changes?
It's okay. I like that the holding. You can't hold too much and stuff like that because a lot of people do use auto clicker and they'll hold you and stuff like that. I don't know. I give it a mix. I'll give it a 5.
Yeah. All right, it comes to me now. I don't like the changes. I'm sorry, Kickside. I do like some things you're doing, but the Ring of Fire was never the problem. I've broken more than I could tell you just in the last PvP season. I've seen Socrates break even more than I do. The Ring of Fire is a tactic that this game has had forever. And now because just a group of people are crying about it because certain things they can't break it or they can't figure out how to work as a team to break it.
These are probably coiners with no team.
Yeah,
crying.
exactly. They're probably solo players that play big.
Mm-hmm.
So they changed it. I disagree with that. That's not what this game was. This game, all of a sudden, the game's been out for 6 years. All of a sudden, the Ring of Fire is a problem. Sorry, I can't go along with that. It's not the Ring of the Ring of Fire hasn't changed.
And call it the Ring of Fire, not 69. Come on.
No, it's a Ring of Fire, guys.
Yeah.
That is not a problem. Okay, The problem, Kickside, that you needed to address, and I know it's almost impossible to address it. I'm going to give you kudos. It's not easily addressed, is the self-bubbling. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't mind if somebody's self-bubbling if there's two different actual people, because then they got to defend their base. They got to fight. Both sides are fighting. If they're holding each other's base and trying to, time it, that's one thing. But when they're using their alt accounts, and they don't care about that alt account, that's a problem. They grab themselves. They can see the timers. They can go out and hit. They can time that. That's the problem. It's all these alt accounts when that's where the issue's becoming. That is where the issue is. It's not the Ring of Fire. Sorry, I just can't agree with you on this. I just can't. I want to, don't get me wrong. I really want to, but I can't. I just can't do it. I can't agree with you on this. Sorry. So I'm going to give the changes a 2. Okay, so Brandy, you got the next question, darling.
Well, I guess a good question for that. Should there be a cooldown time so when you break the bubble, it can't be bubbled again for like, say, 30 minutes? Should infamy be lost when an alliance member bubbles you?
Excuse me.
And
Yeah, what?
I see you.
And should like a small amount of infamy be gained on attacking platoons?
No, we're gonna go there. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that's a good question. So let's do reverse. Since you asked the question, I'll let you go last and go crazy. How's that?
That works. Cause I'll be like, shut up! It's
I'll
an hour
go
later.
first for once. So I got. I got.
All right, so
change hands. Period. It shouldn't matter what tag you have on.
Yeah.
Okay. They did address the banking by saying level 2s can no longer attack. So that's where that could have ended right there. In my opinion, they got rid of the banking of the clans because now all people are doing is just changing tags at the end of the season, anyways. So they got rid of its level 2 banking. That's fine. They should have just took level 2 PvP completely out because the time you're done doing the tutorial in the first place, you should be a level 3. If you go to hit a base or 2, you should be a level 3.
Mm-hmm.
So introducing a cooldown and taking infamy from the clan. Cooldown, I don't agree with because some people just want to go out and hit and just don't care about that. Hell, in Warpath, I see one guy pop every 2 seconds. About every 2 minutes. That means we could have bubbled him for 30 minutes? No, I don't agree with cooldown. Do I agree that the infamy should change hands? Absolutely. All right, Socrates, what do you think?
About this crap? Oh, hell no. You know how I feel. Total trash.
You don't believe in a cooldown. I already know that.
Hell no. No
But
cooldown.
what about infamy changing hands even with an alliance?
Well, it doesn't, because there's a loophole in everything they do. It makes no sense what the hell they doing to me. Because they're exploiting other ways. It's like
like multiple. Well, I know one clan that has like 10 tags. They just rotate the people on it, and then at the end they all go onto one tag.
Like for instance, we had that wannabe invasion in 80. How many tags did we have? And we know they're TP because we faced them before with a different tag, but they have different tags hitting low levels or no infamy, getting some infamy and leaving, dropping it, coming back. It's like there's so many ways of fucking manipulating the system is crazy. And what they're doing for it, I don't know. They're just killing the game slower and slower.
Randy, who's next? You're in charge for this run. How's that?
Well, we need to back it up a little bit because Robbie finally come in, and hi, Robbie.
Well,
Hello there.
we'll let Robbie touch on the first question when he goes at the end.
Okay. Well, what part of it? Let's see.
Just give him the question right now and let him go.
Okay. So there are 3 changes that they're talking about. Introducing a cooldown when you break your own bubble, so that you can't be bubbled again for a set amount of time, like 30 minutes or
Fuck
so.
that.
Yeah. Okay. Easy enough, right?
Easy enough. Just like you.
You attack someone, you're open. End story.
All right, and what about infamy is lost when an alliance member bubbles you? What do you think about that?
Shouldn't that always be a thing?
Yes.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
And small
Been in the game
amount.
for how many years? Shit, we've all gotten along just fine.
What do you think about a small amount of infamy gain on attacking platoons?
I didn't even see that question.
Yeah, well, I snuck that in because I was thinking about, if you're sniping platoons, shouldn't you get something for that?
You know what? I would love Quick to answer that because I want to go back to Quick on that one because Quick kills so many goddamn tunes. It's scary.
Wouldn't you like to get an infamy off of that?
For tunes?
Yeah, for toon sniping.
Hell yeah, that's a great idea.
Guys, the kick side.
It would be a good way for the Lolos to get.
God, that would rock.
Yeah, Robbie actually had a good idea with that. It'll help the low levels that can't really hit the big bases, and they can be at least participating.
We should get credited for killing, like, some people be having full tunes. I'm spending money on that full tune, so I should be compensated with something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I would like a little treat. I'll trick for treat,
I like that idea. Damn, that's a good idea.
I definitely like that.
Oh.
Jeremy, what do you think?
The cooldown period. I don't think it worked because it'd be exploited somehow.
Well, that's anything.
Yeah, and I do like the infamy, platoon killing infamy type thing. I like that. As a matter of fact, that's a great idea. And then if it's like a buggy, you get 1 point, and if it's like a super heavy tune, you get like 10 points.
Mm-hmm. Right? Like a system like that, and it adds up at the end. Yep, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, just sniping. If you're a low level, snipe your ass off. Have you a shit ton of buggies just running around sniping tunes.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a third question with that. What wasn't there?
What about gaining infamy for people sniping?
Well, I think that's what he was saying.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to
read. The other one was like clan members bubbling each other, right?
Right, that's it.
I'm kind of torn on both of them. It's a tactic, and for some clans it's a good tactic, and other clans they don't give two cents about other clan members. So,
I guess it depends on your clan then.
Yeah, it depends on your clan. I mean, I don't see on that whole. I don't see a good way out of it. That whole platoon morale thing in the Ring of Fire is it's causing a whole lot of drama that did not need to be brought up.
Mm-hmm. Speak it, man. Speak it. Praise.
I got something. I want everybody just a quick yes or no. What about if somebody gets retreats their tune? Should they get some kind of damage for being a coward and retreating their tune?
100%. 100% damage.
No,
I would say 25.
I would say 10% damage right off the bat. Bang, 10%.
I would say 25.
It's got to be some kind of penalty for retreating because basically
Exactly, Dama. That is bang right on the nose.
right now, the second somebody even breathes on a jug tune, the defender is just sitting there spamming that retreat button. There's no penalty.
Yeah,
And
I would like that too, because sometimes when he has like fan links or something like that or text, he'll wait till I deploy my air, and then I'll catch damage and I won't be able to hit him.
No, Brian, what do you think about all this?
The cooldown issue, no. And if you want to take in notice this same tag thing, you could gain infamy the season prior to this. Did you notice that self-bubbling got worse when they introduced the same clan, no infamy exchange?
Exactly.
And Kicks Eye. As far as the tune, if they introduce that, the issue is they are going to create level 2 and 3s, and they're going to be sniping their ass off. And then in sectors, you're going to say, well, I hit his tune so I could get to an enemy. And then you're going to have a lot of friendly fire, which Kicks I would love more fighting. But one infamy, I'd say one infamy for a tune fight. And if it's a heavy, how can they'd have to code it somehow? What is heavy defined? What kind of mixture? It should just be
Repair
one.
time. All you got to do is go by repair time.
Yeah, that's true.
Robbie gave, and I think it was Robbie said 50%. I think a 25% heal would keep people from retreating. But keep in mind, we retreat too, because my Dark Storm was caught once. If I retreated it, I would have lost.
Yeah, but you know what? Let's be honest. I'd rather see the damn penalty because you know what? There's people that'll send 10 tunes all at one base, and if they get one in, then they can retreat the rest, and they don't give a crap. Sorry, I believe that's a defeat. I mean, you go to the military, you don't just send out, hey, I'm sending out 10 squads of guys out there. They all come back dead. That's not acceptable. Why can they do that in War Commander? Just my opinion. All right, who's next?
Not only that, when you retreat generally in war, you get shot at, you lose people. That's not to say you all die, but usually a couple people die.
Yeah, but that's a different version of morale, though.
I think that's the crazy idea.
All right. Who's next?
You guys are all gonna hang me for this, but random number generator. So randomly picked unit takes damage.
Oh, that's shit. Yeah.
No, because we know Kickside that the random number generator doesn't exactly always favor the player.
It doesn't work either most of the time.
In real war, random people die. Random tanks get hit. Stuff
Or
like
how
that.
about we have the option to coin?
Knowing Kickside, they'll pick the most expensive unit.
That's what I was about to say. Everybody's going to go to the forums and start degrading Kickside, saying, you're only picking the heavy units, or this person that's a heavy coiner we're spending more because they're not spending as much, so they're not taking as much. It would just blow the forums up. When it comes to something like this, I think you have to set a number. 25% damage for retreat, I think, is perfect.
Some people do nothing stupid like, oh, you can coin this to get higher infamy.
No.
Coin the infamy
bubble and freaking keep coining it.
Well, they're already doing in bases like that, so.
One word: blitz.
And choose blitz.
Who's next? What's next? Who's next?
Can I add one more comment? And thanks, Dob. I don't know what word you said, but it made me think of something. The person that retreats their tune, make that tune inoperable for about 4 to 5 hours. It'll keep them.
No, don't give them that idea.
And then if they coin it, it's like,
I'm gonna haunt your house if
Killer
Kickstarter
Skater,
does that.
the DS tune.
That's what it is. Killer Skater DS tune.
I am not saying I agree with that.
I'm
but
gonna
that's
haunt
just
your
what
damn
I do.
house if Kickstarter implements that.
I think
I will bubble your base for a week
Killer will be
till it
surrounded
doesn't.
by a whole sector.
I don't say I agree with it. That's just saying That's something they might implement. Put it out of.
If it does, I'm gonna make sure you don't get to do the next 3 events.
I'll be posting Killer's cords out if that is implemented, so everybody be ready.
Everyone get ready. Kill's gonna be our bitch now.
Yeah, that's something I don't even want to think about, Killer. I don't even want you to ever say that stuff again.
Kill is our bitch.
It's a hell of a code they'd have to create, and guess what? It'd blow up the game somehow.
If you retreat a tune, lose 100 infamy. That's not a bad idea, to be honest. If you let it affect your infamy, some people really pride themselves in that infamy. I know a few people that would really upset them.
Kill it. Look in chat, man.
All right. So, Miss Brandy, I believe you're the last one on this question.
Well, honestly, I think if Kickside keeps making these changes, there's going to be more glitches. So I think no. Because I'm already DCing so much, it's ridiculous. And how much you want to bet that no matter which of the 3 questions that I answer, and if any of them get implemented, it's going to be more chances for DCs. You know, because I mean, when you look at it this way, okay, if you're introducing a cooldown time and your tune gets sent back or whatever, you know, and then you have like say 30 minutes before you can use it again. To me, that's kind of silly. Infamy lost with an alliance member bubble issue. That's already given. So, a small amount of infamy gain on attacking tunes. I think that would probably be the only plus side, but the only problem is all those, you know, we're already having problems with disconnections. So one thing that I'm seeing the idea of more is possible more disconnections, and Kickside's always saying, it's the users having DCs, and it's not necessarily always Kickside having the DCs, but it is sometimes. But for so many players having these issues, I would always almost say no, because it's just going to get more people pissed off. You know, all these changes and stuff. There's only so much changes that players are going to go for and say, okay, I approve. And stuff like this is just going to cause more DCs, you know?
Yeah, I'm not going to argue there. All right, I'm going to ask this question. I know my answer, and I probably can know everybody's answer. So I'm going to say everybody's going to say they don't care about it. But I'm still going to ask the panel. This is just, like I said, I'm the great Roy Deeney. I'm putting my prediction in.
You going to pull something out your ass at the end of it?
that me and Brandy were throwing around a couple nights ago. Who gives a crap, or do you give, let me rephrase this. Do you give a crap about the accolades they put around your base? Go ahead, Brandy.
I don't give a shit.
That's one of my thing. Brian, what do you think?
Kickside, why should we?
Get rid of them.
That's 2. Rebel?
Get rid of them.
That's 3. Robbie?
Oh, I care about them because they increase my lag.
Oh.
Get rid of that shit.
So that means get rid of them, basically, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I would love to see him go, because that's all it does is increase lag.
All right. Socrates?
I could care less.
I saw that coming, too. And it comes to me. Half the time they don't even show up for me, so I don't give up. Beep. So that is pretty much it. I'm right on the money. Nobody gives a shit, Kickside. Now, I want to wait. YouTube, do you guys give a crap about those pretty little things they put around your base and above your base and above your everything? Give them a minute.
Arden
said
no.
After he jumped. Yeah, I can see he cares about his.
That gives you a crown. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I pretty much, Ian says, no, I think nobody gives a crap.
No.
Survey says, ding, 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 ding. All right, so this brings us to another question that Brandy
Yeah. Which unit do you feel? This is interesting discussion between me and you the other day. Which unit do you feel is the most overpowered and underpowered that we currently have, and what kind of balancing changes would you like to see implemented to them?
Well, Brandy, where do you want to start? You're in charge of this one. So go for it. What are you going to do?
Well, this time I'm gonna go with Brian.
Yeah.
I'm usually first. Put me in the middle. I'm thinking about it.
Go with Socrates first, because Socrates is probably one of the most active PvP on this panel.
Okay, all right, Socrates. Which unit do you feel is the most overpowered and underpowered?
Phew. The most overpowered.
Uh huh.
Everything dies so quick these days,
I know, right?
especially with the right tactics. The DS is a little overpowered, and the most underpowered, the Omega Titan.
Okay, and what challenges? What changes do you think should be implemented to balancing that?
That Omega Titan needs to be scrapped or upgraded, one of the two.
Okay.
And the DS needs to be downgraded, or
Well,
bring
no,
something
I'll-
else
yeah.
better out in our base that we could combat it.
I got an idea of that, but I'll wait to the end. I have really got a good idea. I don't think it needs a big change, but I think one change could make it a hell of a real fight, not just an ass whipping.
Our base ain't gonna kill that tune, so we relying on our units. And once our units are gone, the base is gone. So we need something in our base that could deal that kind of damage.
Well, if that's the case, how do you think the unit should be downgraded to get so you can get more info out of that?
We need more. We need upgrade turrets. I don't know. Then we need some power, more power in the base.
More power in the
Definitely
base.
More power right in the base. Yep.
That seems legit. Robbie, what do you think? Which unit do you feel is the most overpowered?
Well, it's either going to be Darkstorm, or for not doing superpower units like that, just the one uniques that you can only have one of, I would say either Technicals or Fanalax for a basic unit.
Which one do you think is underpowered?
Disruptor. You don't see it. Nobody uses them.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Rash.
Hey, but that's the thing, though. You said underpowered. It is underpowered.
No, that's just trash. That's not even powered.
Underpowered trash.
If that's the case, then Robbie, what do you think they should make as far as balancing the changes in that? Do you think it should be like what Socrates says? Upgrade more stuff in your base.
Well, yeah, you could upgrade something in the base. The power issue, especially, maybe lower the amount of power the turrets take, or increase the power we can produce. One of the two.
Or do you think you should buff the underpowered units?
The thing is with buffing units is you can never know what the hell people will put in there.
That's like for the technical, for the text part of it. You mean?
For the text, the only thing I notice is you pretty much can modify it to be better than damn near every other unit in whatever role it is. They're fast moving, very quick, very high damage. The only downside they have really is not very high health. And they don't even need to get too close to get shot for technicals either. Spanilaxes got to get closer, but they're a bit more tanky, so.
Okay. Jeremy, what do you think?
What
do you think is overpowered? What do you think is underpowered?
Overpowered right now has got to be the Darkstorm, especially with combo units. The underpowered that currently is used but could be still used would be the Titan.
Mm-hmm.
Until they come out with the Darkstorm, until they come out with something to combat that shadow on it, there's not really too much that. I mean, if you lose your base platoon, you lost your base. So that That's
So
my
I,
thing.
I guess that would roll into what do you think would balance it to make the changes? Like, do you think it should be better technical stuff to add to it or to change out, or do you think that something should be done in the base, or what?
I saw, and I was kind of curious if this was even if it was one of those spams or if somebody did a workshop, but there was that missile bastion that did away with the shadow, or is supposed to do away with the shadow, and I'm kind of wondering if Kixeye might be coming out with that in the weapons lab.
Maybe.
And then again, it could be just a somebody photoshopped and threw that up. But I think that could potentially be the buffer right there and kind of weaken the Darkstorm quite a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. And
Okay.
Brian, have you finished thinking?
Yeah, you should have got me before Robbie because he just hit on something. I'll start with the underpowered. I am going to say none, and this is my reason. Everyone, it all depends what you use each unit against because it's got a weakness. The Furies, I think, are a little low. Me, that would probably be. I think they could be a little bit higher health. They're good damage, but a little bit higher health. And on the Darkstorm, of course, is the most overpowered. If you notice, all them other whatever they're called have 3 levels. The Missile Bastion has 1. I think that's what a future level, which would be the Missile 2, and what that does is the Darkstorm's going to have full aura, and all depending where you would put the next level Missile Bastion, that would as the Darkstorm got closer, it starts taking the aura down, so you can go kill it. So you would have to kill that Missile Bastion to make the Darkstorm back as powerful as it was.
So you mean you would put that into the base?
Missile Bastion 2. It'd be level 2. And as that Darkstorm is launched, it's going to have its aura. But as it approaches the base, it's going to lose range little by little. So more stuff is going to be able to hit the Darkstorm.
What about
Missile
the
Bastion can be knocked down.
That's what I mean. So that person's goal is we got to find that Missile Bastion and knock it out.
Okay.
Tactically, you're going to use air first and weaken him before you deploy ground. So that Missile Bastion is going to be gone before you release ground.
That's true.
That's just my idea, but I don't know of a way around. They got to figure out something for the Darkstorm. So,
well, I honestly think, and I don't think this has been brought up yet, but we need a heavy tank or something like that to counteract that can be able to move quickly.
The Dante
inside the base, you know.
The Dante is a DS killer, but the
Yeah,
problem with the Dante is it shocks.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
people will shock your shit, and it dies quick. It only has like about 5. That's an underappreciated unit. That's one that has low health, has maximum potential with the tactics, but is not used wisely by Kixeye. You know, it has shitty health, but it does pack a punch.
Doesn't Dante have? Can't you workshop an electric thing for it? I thought it had something.
No.
I think that I don't think so.
It does not.
Andrea goes shock proof only when your whole base is sentinel.
Roy, what do you think? You ready?
Oh, I'm absolutely ready.
Go for it.
Underpowered unit. I think the Titan and Sandstorm have gone to the wayside. They need a health buff in a major way compared to all the other units, especially now with the technicals. The Titan and Sandstorm repair time versus use, they're all screwed up. They need to be adjusted. Overpowered is the DS, but very simple fix. Take the aura down from 7, or was it 700? I think it is. You take it down 100. Make it a little that way. Everything could pretty much still be almost range it. Give it some stuff a shot at it. I think that would be the answer. I think that would be a big help to it. Matter of fact, and it was said on YouTube on top of it by Dag. bring it down 100, and I think that it would actually bring up one hell of a fight. I think it would balance the game again.
Yeah, unless the unit's dead.
Well, I had one in my base earlier this week, and it didn't make it. And he only, by the way, he only got 69% in my base, and he lost everything when he was there.
Did he lose morale?
I think he lost pride because I never saw him again.
I'll be back. I don't give up. He lost his ego. Trust me.
No, it wasn't that one, but it was another one. I just never saw the. It was the clan that jumped in and jumped out real quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They swarmed my base 3 hits, and then they finally threw some missiles at me for a little while. Then his buddy went in and still only got me on 1 star.
Mr. Investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So I do believe Mr. Phoenix said he had a couple questions he wanted to ask. I think.
Let's see, there was. He said 6 and 7.
Oh, okay. Then let me go back to the other one.
You can do 5 that we.
Yeah, I lose my mind.
Because you and I agreed that we should do 1 through 5, and he liked 6 and 7 so much he wanted to tackle those.
Okay. Does your sector have enough active players for a fun and engaging PvP experience? Now, I'm going to say we got quite a few in the same sector on this panel right now. So this is going to be a little lopsided, but consider, you guys, I want you all to think about this. All the sectors that we've been into is recently. So let's start with Brandy.
I've had more fun in this sector than I ever did in Wolfpack. Sorry, Wolfpack. Next.
Okay, that was quick and brief and easy.
Easy
Mr.
peasy.
Killer.
What I like about repeat the exact question so I don't answer it right because I was looking at something.
Does your sector have enough active players for? Let me make sure.
Okay, I get it. Yes, we've got this sector is pretty populated. It has its ups and downtime, and I'm not trying to make anybody mad. Sometimes when you need them, nobody seems to be around. You know, especially when it gets heavy, it needs sniping. I'm not calling out anybody, but I see that. And what I love about this sector is because I used to run a sector and I was part of a big major alliance. I'm nothing here. I'm a regular member. I got no decisions, no nothing. And I'm having fun. The people are great. I love 80. And they haven't kicked, even though they hit me at first because my previous tag had GF in it. So I got hit twice when I got here, even though most people knew me. And I was like, okay, I better drop this tag. I don't want to keep trying to explain. I'm a friend. So, but I love 80.
Very good, very good. Rebel.
Take a PM, Roy.
I know. I already know what he's asking.
The sector that I now call home is pretty active. The ones that we visited, I would say, are pretty inactive. And my old home sector, at certain times of the day, they're active. But for the most part, I like being in the sector that I now call home.
No, very good, very good, very good. Robbie.
Well, I'm in a tiny sector. There's not a lot of people, but I will say our sector has pretty good times where we're real active. There's not a whole lot of us. Other sectors, I would say, don't have a whole lot of active players, but at the same point, speaking of active players, you have to remember there's a lot of inactive players in the game, or people who are only like semi-active right now. And you got to keep in mind, you have to work with those semi-actives too, unless Kixeye plans on deleting all their accounts or something.
Why do you think I was asking? I was just wondering about that myself. I was wondering if some people were thinking they might need a sector cut again. But that's just my, So, all right, what's Socrates? Socrates.
Big Anal was just here. I'm sorry. I was stuck somewhere else. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Question was, do you think there's enough active players in your sector for it's a very engaging and active place?
At times, yeah. Yeah. What I'm on is definitely a party.
Party.
What I'm on is definitely a party. So yeah, I got people going. Yeah.
Okay. My opinion, regular time when every day, this sector is very. Some sectors are more active than others. Some sectors are so damn dead you could be in there for 4 to 5 hours, and nobody notices. It's more dead bases than God. Should Kickside do a sweep, maybe clear some of this dead shit? No, because the Warpath would suck. Because we run out of targets within the first 30 minutes in some places.
Mm-hmm.
So that brings me to my other part of this question. During Warpath time, are the sectors with the 4-hour bubbles and everything active enough for you and engaging? And we're going to go right back to Socrates on that.
With the 4-hour bubble, it ain't enough for me.
No, I meant, are the sectors still active enough and engaging enough? Are people fighting back? Are they just running around? Is this sector's not active or it's just dead?
I like it the way it is. I don't want to be fighting everybody online and full bases. I like a dead base here and there.
Okay.
Yeah. I like a dead base here and there. No shame in my game. I don't want to lose all my money.
We lose enough.
You know? I enjoy the dead bases. Leave the base the way it is. The low levels, the level 2s and stuff like that, we don't need them.
They need to do a sweep on that shit again.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie, what do you think? During Warpath, are the sectors active enough and engaging enough for you, or is it too dead?
For me, yes. Yeah, it's active enough that I can go around, hit people, and occasionally one of them comes by me. You know, it's engaging enough for me to stick around and do my Warpath and get what I need.
Very good, very good. It's simple enough. It's Rebel.
I guess I would have to. Yeah, I think there needs to be a sweep, but at the same time, during Warpath, I don't want to be fighting everybody online and with full bases.
Yeah.
So it's a catch-22.
No, it's a tough situation. Yeah, I mean during Warpath, there's wanting for freaking targets as it is, but non-Warpath times there's still a lot of junk in the trunk. So I mean, tough situation on that. Okay, Killa.
So the Greeks just shoved a dildo down your throat. Pop it out.
And he told me not to get nasty.
You ever said anything about me?
I didn't. I messed up. I should have said everybody, but
Missed one.
So, what was your answer? Killa?
You gotta unmute.
Killa.
Unmute yourself and talk, man.
All right, we're gonna go to Brandy while Killa stepped away or whatever happened.
Okay, because I had to step away temporarily to get my kid a drink. So, what was the questions?
Are the sector active enough during Warpath that they are engaging, or is it just running around being bored?
Oh no, not in this sector. I'm so glad I came to this sector. I've had so much fun. I'm not leaving. But the sector I left from.
I don't know. We just
I'm
burned
not
down
going.
that other sector to the ground.
Yeah,
We burned down
that
2
was fun.
sectors in 2 days, so I'm sorry.
I went to one and y'all went to the other, and we both smashed them all.
Yeah, it was
I
kind
had
of.
so much fun.
I'm going to say this very easy. During Warpath, I'm glad the number of bases are there. I don't see them doing a sector cup, but it is something I have seen in people rumor mill saying, "Oh, if they did a sweep, they wouldn't need so many sectors." I hope they don't do that because I mean, Warpath would be absolutely fucking boring then. Because you know what? Not all the time it's the fight. Like one fighter's like, "I'll see you in 4 hours." Okay, so now we got to wait 4 hours to have a toe-to-toe confrontation with this guy. In between, what am I going to do? So I hope they don't make that change. But it could happen. I'm not going to lie, it could happen.
Am I here now?
Yep.
Yeah, I was talking. I don't know what was wrong. I was here still.
You talk to yourself.
Yeah, I was for a little bit.
Then I'm going to ask one last question, and I know Mr. Phoenix has got a bunch of questions he wants to ask. So the question is, Killa, do you think Warpath was active enough and engaging enough for you?
Oh yeah, I had it fun. It's kind of hard because after you get so far, I think it was up to 42s or 43s I had to hit to get a little bit. I just paced myself. I had a good time and I learned a lot of new things. So I got to engage in some things. So I had a great time.
That's good. That's good. All right. So here's the question, my final question. And after what we just went through with Warpath, how often do you think they should do this? And we're going to start right with Brandy.
Once a month.
You're fucking nuts.
Yes, I am. You knew that the day that I signed on, asshole.
Yeah. Killa, how often should they do a Warpath?
I'd say maybe once a quarter, but it needs to be timed better than the right before the event, in my opinion. 2 weeks after the event, maybe do it.
Okay. Robbie, what do you think?
That's a good question. Once every 2 months, I would say, because then it gives Geekside a good enough time to pick a damn good time, please.
Okay, I'll go along with that. Rebel, what do you think?
I would say once every 3 months, so basically quarterly, but they really, really need to plan out.
Yeah,
even God's Hope said Warpath every 2 to 3 months, once every 4 months so far.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Socrates would like it every week. I know the truth. Go ahead, Socrates.
What was
How often do they have a
brain fart.
I'm scratching a win for life. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this money.
How often should they do Warpath, Sock? How often?
Twice a year.
What?
Yeah, twice a year is good enough for me.
Damn, I thought you would say every month, knowing you, but okay.
Nah, because of the amount of stuff they have going on already, and then no gold sale, and then the damn DCs, they can't get nothing right, bro. Man, I DC so many damn times going base to base.
I'm not gonna argue with that. You saw my spinning wheels of death. It was insane.
Dude, it was crazy. Losing. The same thing last Warpath. We were disconnecting. We couldn't join the attack, so we lose the base because there's only one attack. It was crazy.
All right, here's one last question I just thought of, and I apologize.
And a lot of one more thing. A lot of people skipped out on Warpath because it makes no sense. You're giving out so much Bloodthor, so it's not rare anymore.
I disagree because they keep putting.
I'm about to say, don't tell them that. They'll be like.
I disagree with that. They keep throwing more heroes in there, so I disagree with that. Especially for the lowers, it seems like the only way they can get some of these heroes. Yes, they're introducing them into the gear store, but I think it's taking too long and a lot of medals.
I'm sorry, I'm speaking about myself. I'm maxed out.
We know this. All right, so this is my question here. I really got to myself, the Warpath more than I say every 3 months. Every 3 months, because we got the Omega bases that are always coming out. We got a monthly event. We got invasions. We got what else we got going on, guys? That always drives us nuts. We just got too much. We just got too much as it is. So every 3 months.
Invasion, onslaught, special this, special that.
Yeah. Okay. So I swear to God, this is my final question because I want this answer from every single one of you.
Oh God.
No.
No.
Simple. No. It's a simple number.
No.
Simple number.
0.
3.
How long should a bubble last during Warpath, Brandy?
I think 4 hours is too soon, so I would say 8 to give us comfortable time to repair. That's if we have, enough tunes in it to last 8 hours, which we shouldn't have more than 8-hour repair time for any event. Damn. But I think 4 hours is too soon, and but yeah, I think 8 hours is good, unless the idiot pops, and that's their own issue.
Knuckles says no bubbles at all. Damn, you crazy, son! That would be a long ass fucking Warpath.
He must have nothing to protect. He has nothing to protect, man.
Well, he does. I know Knuckles personally. He's
Iron Hand 6 hours.
Guy.
What's his good name?
But he must be off his damn rocker.
I'll take the no bubbles during regular PvP season, but not during Warpath. Because Warpath is way too expensive.
Yeah, I think 8 hours. Iron Hand says 6.
Killer, what do you think?
Does it have to be a whole number?
I want a number.
Okay, Brandy, for you, 6.9 hours.
Oh, shut up!
I saw that coming.
8 hours. No, I actually think 8 hours. I think 8 hours would be a good one.
Right.
Unless you want me to have a dirty comeback.
He just pretty much gave the dirty comeback. He just put the point in there. The point, I guess, to push the point. All right, so it comes down. I'm going to ask Mr. Phoenix, how long do you think a bubble should last during Warpath?
How long should a bubble last during Warpath?
Yeah.
4 hours is nice, but I sleep longer than 4 hours, so I gotta. When I'm doing Warpath, I gotta do my sleep schedule after Warpath because I gotta set my alarm for 4 hours, wake up, do some more farming, get hit, and take whatever I get hit in a sector, they catch me, and I'm bubbled up for another 4 hours, and I go back to sleep. I think 6 to 8 would be a little better because for the overnight, or like even working. Like, people work 6 to 8 hours a day, so you're going to get hit offline with a 4 hour bubble. Now, the devil's advocate of that is 4 hours is beautiful because if somebody hits me, I know I only got 4 hours and then boom, they pop. And if they hit me in selfie, all I got to do is just jump in the sector and just wait 4 hours and pop. And then I can get my revenge hit.
Well,
that's it's good and bad. Keeping it and making it longer, because making it longer is good for people that have a life outside of War Commander.
What's a life?
Yeah, exactly. But for
I don't even know what a life is. I know my husband said something about going to see Deadpool 2 next weekend, so that's about the whole life that I have other than my kids.
I don't have anything else for that, I guarantee it.
I go to work, I come home, play War Commander, and I sleep. There's my life.
All right, so Rebel, what do you think? How long should a bubble last?
20 minutes.
That would be fun.
I would say 6 hours would be a good place to start. And the only reason I say that is it gives your base platoon a chance to heal.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good
I'll
point.
send them to hell too, bro. I know what you're saying.
But at the same token, I could go say 1 hour, and that gives your base itself a chance to heal. So I'm gonna go with 6.
Okay, 6 hours, huh? All right, Robbie, what do you think? How long should a bubble last?
That's a good question.
I'm going to start.
Let's see. For Fuzzy, it'll be 5 seconds. For everyone else, we can just take 5 hours.
Why? So every single member of your clan can come say hi. Tell Cupcake I said hey.
I don't know. Wait a minute. I'm gonna say this, Robbie. After seeing us last night, you think your clan would want to come say hi?
Sure, let's go for it.
You're a kitty kiki.
I'm just saying, we're just a little crazy, don't you think?
Well, see, after I left and shit, he
Just
told
keep
me
in
Robbie
mind,
came on and
Purple
y'all.
went through my clan too. You think
Yep.
she ain't going through yours?
All right, so it comes down to Socrates. How long should a bubble truly last?
Well, it should be.
Specifically for Warpath.
Yeah, this is Warpath bubble.
Yeah, it should be half of the 17.
Half of the. You mean half of the 18? You mean 9
half of the
hours?
18, yeah, 9 hours is good.
All right, and my answer is give me 6 hours. Damn it, 6 damn hours. That's all I need.
4 is too
But-
short for sure.
4 is just way too short. But YouTube brought up some good points. Okay, and I wanted to make sure I gave this out there. Sparky's made a good point. His base tune could even heal with the decrease of repair time.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, 4 hours is not enough. I mean, what do you want to throw nothing in our bases?
Forced to coin.
Yep. Sorry, that doesn't work. And that, by the way, that has been repeated from Sparky, from Jason, from Emerald, they're all saying the same thing. 4 hours is just not enough time to do it properly.
Roy,
Yeah.
just to throw out a price on the base tune of I've been flat before, obviously, and I have a max tech, as most do, and that base tune is like $5.
Yeah, but how many hours would your base is almost maxed. How long does it take to repair that sucker if it's not,
Yeah, that's like more than 4 hours. Trust that.
So-
A full base platoon is at least 5.
So if you get caught with your pants down one time, after that, every time your 4 hours runs out, your base tune's never going to heal.
Nope.
Yeah, and when Robbie's Cupcake comes to hit me, I'll be like, wait a minute, let me cue
I
up
think
this
we
song.
need to set up a PvP versus you and Cupcake because
Yeah, well, Cupcake's favorite song is "Dude Looks Like a Lady."
Oh God!
Damn, she went there. So YouTube, I give you 100% credit. You're right. Base tunes don't have enough time to heal. 6 hours would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We really need to go with that.
6
So,
and 7 is ideal.
I'm sorry, stuff. Jesus. I'm going to say YouTube's 100% right. Give us 2 more hours. Besides, you know what? That means I'd actually get like 4 hours sleep in between pops. I might actually feel like a human. All right.
Roy, one more thing I want to add into
All
that
right, go
one.
ahead, brother. Go ahead. You know this.
I couldn't even do my gosh damn fucking raid, bro. I was so fucking into the action. I couldn't even fucking do my raid. What kind of bullshit is that, bro?
I told you that was going to happen.
And the event is coming up. I'm so fucking pissed at Kickside. It's like I can't even comprehend.
Dude, you didn't listen to me. I told you that was going to happen.
Man.
Now he's like, shit. Yeah, I know he did. All right. So, Mr. Phoenix, I understand you have some questions you would love to ask us and ask YouTube. So I'm going to flip it over to you for a little while.
Wait, what?
Did we lose Mr.
Accurate.
Accurate, Mr. Phoenix. Accurate.
Wait, what?
You're being told, step up.
Step up to the plate.
I just wanted to see Roy's reaction.
I was going to be like, what is it? Did he take some good drugs?
Put a firecracker underneath his chair and light it.
I would say I would let him hit his bottle with the baseball bat one time live, but I know everybody would just hang up on his damn show.
I can mute and turn the camera on, but then because this is supposed to be a somewhat family-friendly show, and I don't want to scare away all the children. So
no kidding.
Oh.
Okay. You're up, Daba. I know you got some questions you want to ask us.
So
Chip.
I'm one of the rather newer people on this panel, so I got a crazy idea that a question that was brought to me.
When you want to go with something simple?
For
I
PvP.
have a nice butt, Daba. So we can move on to the next question.
So
You saw the picture, huh?
right now we don't have a use for depots aside from causing a lot of drama, right?
Right.
Yep.
All right, so here's a hypothetical situation. What do you think about making depots be infamy multipliers to make map control a larger part of PvP? Do you think
Hell
it would
no.
be a good addition?
No.
Unless you want to fight your friends.
Hold on, let me explain.
Let him
Nope.
explain, but I think you're going to find the same answer all the way down this one. But go ahead.
I'm gonna hypothetically assign one depot equals 1%. Okay, so you hit one depot from this sector. It doesn't matter from who, and you get a 1% bonus every time you hit somebody in that sector. You hit 10 depots, you get a 10% infamy bonus, and that the defender would lose. So like, so if I take 100 off of somebody and I got 10 depots, it would be 110. With the bonus. Do you think would be something that would be fun? So you jump into a sector.
I'm going to give you my answer, and then I'll let the panel go crazy on you, and then YouTube. Number one, it's going to cause more lag. Depots are known for giving lag. Everybody knows this. Even Kickstar's admitted depots, if you have too many depots, it's going to cause lag. So number one, right off the bat, no. Number two, that means you can never fucking jump. Okay? No. I like to jump. So that is not going to work for me either. And number three, just take the goddamn things off the map and let's get rid of that lag and open more spaces up for event bases. Next.
I agree. There's too many crybabies already for the damn depots. And for the higher players that have them, you don't need them. Give them up already. I think, in actuality, I think there should be a stop to any player above level 30 should not be able to acquire a depot, let alone use them for something like that. Like how you have up to certain levels, you only get a certain amount off of hitting a certain base. I think above 30, you should not even allow having a depot. And unless you plan on staying in the sector indefinitely, all you're going to be having is a bunch of crybabies crying off their ass about losing a depot to an enemy or to a friend. And it's stupid. I mean, it needs to have a cap on it and not add more stupid shit to it because I mean, it's just the game is stressful enough already without making it, want to be like, okay, why do we have depots again? They're not really that useful. You get more out of Iron Strikes 35s and Iron Strikes 20 than you do those things.
Well, this would just be like the infamy multiplier, essentially. Not so much.
I know what you're saying, Dobby. It's going to give us more infamy.
Yeah, but it's still going to be a bunch of crybabies over.
Most of us already don't have a problem getting the infamy.
Yeah.
Fuck infamy.
So
that's what I'm saying. It should be up to 30, and that's it.
On top of it, some of us gets over 3,600, and what do we do with it? So I get an extra 1%, 2%. I don't give a shit.
That's why I'm saying it should be capped off at level 30, and that way it'll help the lower levels, but the higher players don't need it.
Here's my theory on the depots. If you are a level 30 or higher and you own depots in a sector, you're a weak ass player.
Especially if you're higher than 30, shit.
Well, I learned very early on, like I was a level 20, and I got into a group with a bunch of 30s, and they said once you hit 30, you do not own a depot. You should be able to get res on your own without a freaking depot.
They don't give that much anyways.
I just want to make a comment. I'm a level, 46, and I will happily go into sectors and steal depots just to cause drama.
Well, yeah, just
Yeah,
steal
well, that's
depots
the
just
fun
piss them
part.
off. It's different.
You go in there with your main, steal all the depots, jump out, jump back in with your alt, and just sit back and watch.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's a tactic just to piss people off. I mean, but it's not going to help a player in
No,
the
it's-
long run.
well, that's an interesting picture, by the way. Yeah, I absolutely don't agree. Depots just need to be gone. Yeah, that's just waste of time. All right, so who didn't answer that question? Robbie, I know you. I didn't hear your voice.
Nope, I'm a quiet little one creeping in my corner. You
Oh,
know.
No
I
creeping.
want to hear it because he's so sexy.
Wait, what?
What? Stalled him for a second. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Hold on here. All right. But to answer your question, if you really want to make depots useful and you really just want to have them, they should really just get an increase in the rate they do so they're actually, valuable
Useful.
to some degree. Because right now they ain't worth jack. They are not worth anything. That's just the reality of it. Otherwise, you might as well just get rid of them and have more of the other bases out to compensate. It's going to be one or the other. And I don't think depots should be giving away infamy because that just is going to make it insane. That's going to be a crap ton of lag and just a whole bunch of pain that's just not needed in game.
yeah, I go along. Kayla, what do you think?
Okay, I think when a player starts, when a player starts, they have the option. They will be assigned one giant of each, oil and metal, and they have a choice whether they can keep them. They will be there too, and they can gather resources that way. No, they can gather resources that way, and they're forced to earn EXP to level up. That will up them past level 2. Once you are level 15, your 2 depots are gone. They are gone automatically, and you got to fight on your own. There'll be no depots on the map except for somebody between 2 and 15, and you can't touch them. It is theirs specifically.
That's a good idea.
That's a bad idea, but the problem is that means the depots are going to have to start spawning with your base and unspawning with your base. And personally, I feel more lag coming with that.
No, they would have two assigned, just
Yeah, I
one
know.
of each.
Yeah, but that means but when everybody's gone, then you're going to have these spots where because we have level 2s that never do any of this.
Then they disappear.
That brings me to the point of your answer. Brings me to the point that if a level 2 doesn't level up within a month, it needs to be gone. It just needs to be swept. They just need to go poof.
No, but for the ones that are actually legitimately starting, this helps them gain resources so they can up stuff. But once they hit 15, they should have stuff where they can.
No, I agree with
Tens.
that part.
But
All right.
you won't see that many anymore on the map.
Well, that's true. All right, so does that answer your question, Mr. Phoenix?
The overall consensus was no, right?
The consensus is please get rid of the depots at Kickside. One person did say this: if the alliance got an increase instead of an individual, they might think about it.
Oh wait, hold on. So if the alliance has X amount of depots, the whole alliance gets an infamy percentage boost.
Yeah, but in a way, you think about that. That's actually a good idea because if if the alliance can own them, not just that one person. If your alliance grabs that depot, if you grab it for you take that and hit that depot, your alliance tag goes on it.
Oh man,
individuals could still jump in and out.
You know how much
that would be pretty interesting.
You know how much PvP that would do? That
would cause a whole lot of drama between everybody.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
There would definitely be some sector wars. There's no doubt in my mind. There might be
that would make it fun because who doesn't?
That would make it interesting. That really would make it interesting because then you would have all. The best way to do that on top of it is if Kickstarter walked through when they implemented this, they took the depots away from everybody, so everybody would have to sprint.
Oh yeah.
That would be crazy.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. I will give Kickside that idea. Knuckles started it, but I'll tell you what the last parts were made finishing. Knuckles, thank you. You're right. That would be a good idea. Put your alliance tag on a depot, not your name. That way you can jump out as your alliance is still in there. I like that idea. But here's one little catch. If your alliance leaves,
you'd have to have the
people would be scrambling to take that, and other people, I wouldn't be taking. My alliance didn't leave. Well, that would be up to the sector bosses. Oh my God, that would cause so much drama, so much fighting. Yeah, I like that idea.
Yes.
Yeah,
we all need more drama.
Kind of like a really
no reason to fight.
And then to keep it just for clarification, the depots themselves wouldn't get any honor, but they would just give you a percentage boost on whatever. So I guess if you're suggesting the alliance, then
I would suggest the alliance get not only the resource altogether. Every base would get the resource, and then everybody would get the boost. You would have to make it for 2, because if you just give resource, I still don't give a shit. I get enough resource all day long. But if you give a boost and resource to everybody in the alliance, oh, that would be sweet, sweet, sweet. That would oh yeah. I'll admit it. That would be awesome.
And then it would give the medium levels and lower levels a use, because we could send all them out while the big guys are smashing the sector and some other sector. The little guys can stay back and collect depots and babysit.
Well, not only that, you got to think about this. This is what would be the kicker of it. Us uppers wouldn't mind taking on some of the lowers and alliances, because at least then they would be useful.
Yep.
So it would make maybe newer players stay in longer, because they wouldn't be open season for as long as they are.
And all them level 2s that are asking about the game that everyone thinks they're a spy, and half the time they are, and half the time they are actually a legit player. You'd be more willing to take a risk on somebody like that because they have a use. Hey,
yep, exactly. You know what? That's a pretty damn good idea. Knuckles, that was a good start. I appreciate that. I hope Kickside listens to that. You know what? It's double, though. You got to admit, the first 4 hours of a depot where they would do that, people would be going ape shit. I was outside that depot. That's my depot. I can see it now. Ooh.
I would call off work just to get this update. I'd be like, boss, I can't come in. I got a work commander.
I think everybody I'd be like, you guys all need to be on this time. And
I'm just saying, if this if this magically happens or whatever, somebody needs a live stream like some sector.
I would think there would be. I know I'd have to have my show going. I would have to have it just to see what would happen. I would do it live. That would be the most entertaining. I would let Kickside watch it live. That would be, oh my God. I'd be like, guys, I need as many of you on at this time for this suite.
And just be like, go to some one I think is pretty active. If you can still get in, just go there and watch the fun.
That would be sweet. I give Kickside, and you know what? I would tolerate the lag too.
Yeah, it would be worth it. Assuming that the depot gave a decent percentage, because obviously it's probably not going to be 1 per depot, because if an alliance
depot gives you probably half a percentage.
Yeah, something like that, and then it caps out at like 25 or 50%.
Yeah, I would say you would have to cap it. You would have to cap it.
Because you can't.
I'm telling you, that would be. But if then there would be alliances that would still want to have extra, because they wouldn't want other alliances to have it.
Yep, because this way if they lose, so like let's say 50 depots is 25%, you'd want to have 75 in case somebody stole back some, so you still at over 50.
It would be one of those things that it would be heavily watched. It would cause a lot of civil wars, a lot of arguments, a lot of fighting. Kickside really should take a listen to that part right there. The last 20 minutes. Great, that's a great idea. Great idea. All right, so I got a screen share to put up.
Are you ready to screen share?
I think I am. Just let me double check on it. Yeah, I'm ready.
Just go ahead and screen share, and anyone who's got controls, click on him and present yourself.
I already got it. It's up. It's up.
Oh, it's up.
So, What do you guys think this is?
4-1.
It's awesome. It's awesome Daba Phoenix artwork, but this is related to a question.
I have no idea. Are you trying
So
to put
awesome,
this in
you
my
owe
bigger
us money
box?
for looking at it.
All right, so how many of you guys have ever played War Commander Rogue Assault?
No.
No.
I did a little bit.
No. Sorry.
I guess I have no reference for this show.
It's just
So the
explain it anyways.
So the top is you got 4 walls. Okay. Well, individual walls. I just put 4. And the question is, how valuable are walls in your base defense? Actually, it's a 2-part question. So first of all, how valuable are walls in your base defense?
Very
Depends.
minor.
A lot of stuff shoots over walls now.
Oh,
Walls
It
block
ups
from
some, but not much.
All right, so
To an extent, maybe a slight distraction.
or to funnel them into a minefield.
there you go. What about for PvE? Well, are walls good for? You guys rely on your walls for PvE at all?
They're good if you want to like shell a wall and then have the splash kill a bunch of turrets behind for PvE.
I'm got my.
Or base defense, it helps.
I got a couple things about walls I would love to chime in on with.
I use walls when I use the jug. I use splash to kill. Yeah, they're useful.
Wall. Here's the thing. A couple things of my crazy ass opinion. Of course, Kicks I could take my 2 cents and throw it out the window if they choose. Number one, and if they would give, this is an incentive for people to want a coin to make their bases bigger. But every time you expand your base, you get 5 extra walls. That would be nice.
5 walls for 500 gold.
Well, no. You go up. You do the first one. You pay 50 gold. You get 5 extra walls there. You pay the 100 gold. You go up another 5. And every time you go up the 50 mark, you would get 5 extra. Because when you have like a max base like mine, I could use just a couple extra walls. I really could. It'd be nice. That's one idea. I think the walls need an upgrade though. With the power that we are getting with these units, the splash, the shots, the walls are just not cutting it. The walls are not cutting. Just my opinion.
I'm back. My husband got barbecue, so of course I had to go away.
Socrates is on his way over. What do you guys think?
I think they need to do a relook at the number of
Somebody
walls.
say barbecue?
Yep, my house.
Oh shit! I'm hopping over.
Take it from her base. Take it from her base.
I love that brisket.
I need
in
rings
my-
too.
Ooh.
In my opinion, they need to do a relook at the number of walls and the level at which the walls are for each individual base. So that's just my 2 cents.
Now, it's everybody's Kickside I think needs to make some adjustments when it comes to the walls. The amount per level, yeah, that's a good way to address it. I mean, they already do that now. I just don't believe for the levels and the units that we got now. Maybe they would want to do give us a few extra walls when we open level 13 CC or whatever, Maybe that's not a bad idea either. But they need to do something because the walls they're not cutting it. I'll tell you what, the kickside walls they use in some of those events where they don't freaking die after like 20 shots. I like to have those.
Yep.
Well, I mean, for me, the walls are great, but I mean, when you have the jug that can target them and stuff like that, that's where it's a pain in the ass. So it's almost like it's useless. So, but I don't see the whole point of not having some walls in the base where like some people are like, "Well, I don't want no walls." Well, you're easier to kill.
I just ran you down without even blinking. Thank you.
That makes it easier for me. If you want to be stupid, go ahead.
I love the bases with no walls. It's just one phalanx.
Two to Phalanx wipes you out in how long?
Exactly.
I mean, the walls are and on top of the Phalanx seem to be targeting the walls more than ever. So I want more walls in there for the Phalanx to target them instead of my damn shit.
Because technically a phalanx, unless it's a floating turret, the phalanx has a direct line of fire, so it needs to shoot through the wall in order to get the turret behind, unless it's a floating. Because a floating, like in real life, if there's a wall in front of a turret, you have to shoot the wall. But if it's up above the wall, you don't need to shoot the wall. You can just shoot it a little higher.
I'm scared of a floating turd. I am scared.
So you're also scared of a golden turd?
Hell yeah.
Next question, guys. Next question.
Go back to that presentation. This is my.
Hold on. Let me go back to the prez.
That Picasso artist, public forum moderator, Daba
What did
Phoenix.
it take, like 5 minutes to draw that, Daba?
Hey, 5 seconds, get it right, man. That's
All right, it's up.
You see that steady hand?
He passed kindergarten, folks.
hey, hold on, I'm still working on that, man.
Are you kidding me? I don't even think you passed preschool with that.
He's still in figure painting 101, okay, guys? So relax.
Exactly, man. So.
Numbers looking like the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
I'm a tutor, and that's how I write too. I just like it's just a Leaning Tower of Pisa. As I write across the board, it just goes down. So, how do I say this? So I've heard through the grapevine that a lot of walls cause lag in base, or like cause it to load, like because they're 260 individual pieces. So
that's a good point.
Here's my question. Or here's the question, not my question, but the question. So if there were less walls, but they had a blocked longer area, like for instance here, I've got 4 walls smushed in one.
I got you now. The diagram makes sense now.
How would you like that? Do you think it's a good idea? Bad idea?
If it's going to decrease my loading time, hell yeah!
Yeah, but if it's going to diminish what time I took to be able to get the next higher level, no, because it's going to hurt the lower levels than it is the higher levels.
I don't think that would change. I really don't. But I'll tell you what, I think changing the wall size and load it, making my base load faster. Hell yeah, I'd go for that.
And like my War Commander Rogue Assault thing, they have long walls like you see with the one. They don't have individual wall pieces. That's the reference I was going to make. But something else to consider when answering this question: what's the worst thing about upgrading walls when we get wall upgrades?
One at a time. You got to do them one at a time, and especially if you got all the stuff for them.
Well, I think
if they were longer. This just says something to consider. If they were longer, that's less one at a time.
Actually, there is a solution to that, and I don't understand why they haven't done this. And I'll explain it to you real quick, and then I'll shut up. What I believe that they should do is, for those lower levels that can't do this, one at a time or so many at a time. But they can do a simple fix of that, of making it to where like a higher level can do like 5 or 10, throw them down. And if they got enough resources like thorium for it, they can just go ahead and highlight those and just upgrade all those at the same time, and then max them out based on what levels that they know they got enough, Thor for. And if you don't have enough Thor for it, it'll tell you don't have enough Thor for it, and then it won't upgrade it.
There's a comment on YouTube. It would probably end circular designs because like the blocks would be squarish.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, base design's always been the base, the shape of the buildings. Anyways, I mean, the rocket silos don't fit perfectly in a wall design, and we deal with it. I mean, it's just one of those things you would have to learn to adjust your base design. Yes. Round bases, I still don't think they're helpful. Some people, it really depends on your units nowadays, anyways. So,
Well, City has a round base.
I'd rather have less load time to defend my shit. Sorry, that's just my opinion. I'll figure out a new base design.
I just want to know who thought it was the walls. I think it's more so of the graphics in general, not just walls.
You could
Well,
turn
that's
it
part
off.
of graphics. That's 260 individual buildings technically encoding. So yeah,
They're
it
gonna
will slow it down.
Kickside is gonna say you need to get the perfect PC to match the game.
Yeah.
They'd be like, check
I'm just gonna
forums.
stick with my potato PC, and whenever the game gets too big for my potato PC, then I'm just gonna stop playing. Fuck it.
Fuck it, make waffle fries.
There you go.
All right.
I got the mustard.
Are you done with the presentation, sir?
So, you guys kind of mixed on this then, huh?
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was asking, like, you guys, like, overall opinion, you guys are kind of mixed. Yeah, some yes, some no. On
My overall opinion is, I'm
Like-
gonna be honest.
making less individual walls and making them longer.
If you make them longer, yeah, it's like a structural design. I don't know.
So, like, imagine your airfield. Imagine a wall piece is the size of a metal storage, and instead of having 3 metal storages, you're moving a airfield. Now, of course, we're making the walls ginormous by using buildings, but just for like a comparison. So, like,
I don't know.
let's say the wall was the size of a metal storage, and then instead of moving 3 of them, you were moving 1 airfield type wall.
That base design's gonna be a
Think
pain
that's
in
a
the
good-
balls.
I think that's good or bad or indifferent.
I think there's gonna be a base design nightmare.
Yeah, a structural nightmare. I don't know. I'm gonna be playing Jenga.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking.
It's like anybody play Tetris? We're about to play some Tetris War Commander.
Yeah, we're gonna wind up having pyramids
Let me
instead
see
of.
worth it.
Yeah, I don't think that would work.
I've seen somebody take all their buildings and get them into a Tetris design where there was no gap, like not the walls, but the
God,
turret.
that guy must have had no life. I thought I didn't. Damn.
Well, I use two long ass lines of buildings on my base, max space, so that helps. I get what you're saying, but for
No,
the walls,
I
I don't
think-
know.
Leave me alone. Don't touch my walls. Kickside, give me some more and leave me alone.
Yeah, I could deal with the 4 if it reduces. Like I don't know. It's just
It's
I'd
one of the
I'd rather-
pros and cons, but you know, you would
Yeah.
have to guarantee me that it was going to take away my loading, take away a lot more of my loading time.
Well,
Exactly.
instead of messing with the walls, why not give us those cool ass turrets and stuff like that they put in those special bases, computer bases that we never see in ours?
I need that,
Hey, why doesn't my trophy shoot, guys? It ain't. It's just one of those things that ain't gonna happen.
man. That
Well,
would-
we need let's stick to the wall topic, and the wall topic is I don't think it's a good idea. Leave me alone. That's my opinion.
All right, anyone else?
praise.
All right, is that the last question, sir?
Oh yeah, one final. Is everyone
No,
done?
I'm just asking. I lost track.
Final thoughts, whatever.
I'm
You wanna
looking at
go
the walls, you know. The picture's nice, you know. The idea is
I
cool.
mean, it probably wouldn't be 1 to 4 or something like that, but that's just hypothetical.
I get what you're saying. If they cut it down to 2, every wall, 2 walls is now 1. That cuts the 260 down to what, 130? I mean, maybe that wouldn't be too bad. It would help them lag a little bit. We could still, adjust our bases a little bit. Still maybe make a round base for the people that are out there that are crazy want round bases.
Honestly, I think you should get more walls with each expansion.
That's what I said originally. I definitely agree with that. I 50 gold, 100 gold. Give me more walls.
Only thing with that is, aside from base expansion and compression, everything, like just ignoring those, everything that you can purchase for gold can be also earned with time, blood, sweat, and tears, but mostly blood in regular standard free.
And that's fine. Okay, then do it by level. You turn into a level 43, you get so many walls.
Yeah.
Level 44, you get so many walls. Level 45,
Yeah,
you
that
get
would.
so many walls. That's one way to do it.
I think Kickstarter wants to keep it so that content, you don't have to coin in order to get new content.
Okay, then fine. Give me the new CC level 14, which will be out in another 4 or 5 months. We all know it. And add me 50 walls, and let's rock this thing.
Yeah. I think as a CC would be kind of cool with hitting the walls to that, because then this way, level 2 is not going to have 260 walls initially, because level 2 can't even build 260 walls without coin. I mean,
We're getting another damn CC upgrade here soon.
Every 6 to 8 months, they always throw a new CC out. That's just Kickstarter's math.
Nothing official, but following the cadence, it seems every 6 to 8 months or so.
Yeah, that has just been the math for what, about 3 years now, Daba?
Probably since probably since I was doing shows with Shadow.
It's been an average every 6 to 8 months. They throw a new CC at us with something.
Well, doesn't that mean that the max highest level is going to also go up? Because it was at one point like 50. Now I think it's 53. Now what is it now?
You can go unlimited. Really, I don't think there's
on the level.
Kickstarter's got it, I think, calculated out to like 60 right now.
What I'm saying is, if you see a level 60 in the game, just be very suspicious. That's all I'm saying.
57. 57 is the highest.
Yeah, I thought it was close to 60. But the thing is, when I was a 20, to see a level 30 was a big deal. I hit 30, seeing a 40 was a big deal. I'm a 48 now, seeing a 51, 52, not a big deal. Now 8 months ago, seeing a 52, we were calling hack because we saw your base and it looked like a 30.
Level, I've seen some 52s at 52, 53s in Warpath that you could buggy bubble them. I don't mean bring a buggy with air. You could literally bring a buggy and drop the buggy in and bubble them.
One of my players found a level 43 that had a CC, a level 1 radio tower, and two platforms, nothing on the turns.
Huh.
You tell me what the hell that was about. I can tell you that was a reset for sure.
Because you need at least one turret for the tutorial, so if they didn't have that, then something shady going on.
Oh, there was something shady going on, no doubt about that. It was a 43, Daba. I mean, all right, so where are we, Daba?
One thing, I was away, and I don't know if it was mentioned about the walls. It would give you extra walls for elsewhere, but why don't your CC automatically incorporate a wall attached to it? It's automatic. Everybody has it.
No, because some people like to put their stuff up against the CC and then put walls. I think adding walls to a CC is just not.
Oh my God, this notorious. Oh my God, you should go live and just blast this loser. Epic. About the self bubble. This is what the hell we talking about the hit and self bubble at the same. Oh my God, my blood boils.
All right, so I got the final question. And then we're going to show a boss base, the new easy 12-second repair way.
Oh, no. Oh,
it's
yes, last time.
Okay,
cool.
Now I'm going to show how to do it now. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not even doing it. Randy's going to do it.
Blast it.
I'm going to show you actually how to do it the correct way this time.
We'll see. All right, so here we go.
I call it Storm Roulette because
I need just a good or bad answer. That's all I want. Just good or bad. I don't need all the commentary between. Okay? Simple, easy answer. Ready? Was Warpath good or bad, Brandy?
This one good. The other one, eh.
Brian.
Yes, it was, because I learned at least one thing.
What was the one thing I need to know?
How to use my dark storm. It worked right the first time, but after that, it went downhill a little bit.
Well, you
But
also learned you can't leave your base empty now, can you?
oh yeah, and I know one time you're going to incorporate a rule. If you see it like that, you or Quick is going to probably smash my ass to teach me a lesson, so I eventually learn.
Hey, quick, that's our new rule. Rebel, you're up. Good or bad?
It was good. Very, very good.
Robbie.
Good.
Socrates.
Sorry.
Well, good or bad, Warpath? Was it good or bad?
I enjoyed it. I hope they enjoyed my money.
It was good. It was good.
I'll give it a 8.5, yeah. 8.5.
That's not bad, guys. I enjoyed it. I think everybody pretty much enjoyed it, except, I actually not even going to give an accept. I think
Our loved ones probably didn't enjoy it, but yeah, we did.
the sectors we were in definitely didn't enjoy it.
Damn, True Grit just got hit.
Well, see, now that Kixeye shortened, they put it to 2, so now we got more time for loved ones.
That's true.
Because now, oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, they might have shortened it for Mother's Day.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. I think they shortened it due to the event being so close to, though.
Yeah.
More shorter times means more people are more active and more money for Kixeye. That's why they shortened it, probably.
Yeah, something like that. Listen, so let's Brandy, Miss Brandy, do her little thing here. Brandy, if you turn on your screen share, I'll be happy to present you.
All right.
And she's going to show you. Is your tune set up already?
It is. Yes, sir.
Okay. You are now presented. Go full screen, darling. Get rid of all that crap on the side so people really can see.
Hide the global.
There. Yeah, kill the globe. There you go, darling.
All right. Where the fuck is it?
In south. You better go north.
That's what they said. It's colder up north, huh?
It's cool, son.
How do you not have these Darkstorm bases? Wow.
Because we've been hunting them pretty good. I already bought 2.
There we go.
And what else did I buy? All right, show your tune first. Just click right there. Click on it. Now hit the magnifying glass. And that's how she's got it set up. That's a level what? 18, 19 jug?
16.
Level 16 jug, ladies and gentlemen.
I just want to put a public service and hope maybe we can test this. Little Birdie told me that bubble times are fixed. This is a player, so maybe we can bubble somebody and see. just like, quick bubble, just to check the time.
All right, I'm going to show you how to do a 105.
This is what we call the 12-second 105. Because you get 12 seconds of repair.
Now, Roy, do you want to commentate?
Yeah, I guess I can commentate. I got a big mouth. All right, guys, you're looking for landmarks. Simple, easy landmarks that in every single base the same way. Just let them finish loading this stuff. Brandy, don't deploy right away. We want to show those landmarks. Show them the 2 grade marks.
Zoom in.
2 grade marks are everything.
Zoom in so this way, like you can see it.
All right, Brandy, let it rip, Tater Chip. She's going to deploy the nice little purifier. She's going to aim for between those 2 little marks. The DS is going to be saying hello to her in a second. Or attempt to, anyways.
Here, kitty.
The DS is going to turn around, and she's going to aim right back for those 2 little marks. Everything's to do with those 2 little marks. Now she's going to deploy her jug. Click on it and get that damn jug moving. Now, what she's doing is she's aiming for a special spot to come through. She wants to go between these two turrets. Now, remember, this jug is not overpowered. This jug is a level 16. Now, as you can see, she's aiming for between those two turrets. And she's driving right up to it. And the only thing shooting at her is the cryo and shock. That's it. Now, look. Oh, wow. She's knocking this thing apart.
So while you're doing this, how much time did you usually have left on a level 16?
She'll have it killed all the time.
Takes about 2 minutes.
About that. Brandy, why don't you bring up the clock and let's see how much time you have left.
Level 40, we'll do it in about a
That's
minute.
it. Keep going. There we go. We can watch the clock.
So probably somebody with a new jug close to level 10 could probably do this too.
Yeah, just take a little bit longer. Yeah.
Somebody brought up the fact that Invasion was boring for them. As they put it, Invasion was born as Flock. Well, I did Invasion over 2 in my base. I did it in a little over 11 minutes. All I did was let my base heal in between.
And
don't move this and don't bring in anything else. It'll piss this thing off.
Yeah, and you can do the same technique with a hammer, but do not try Audra. Do not try Vindicator. Do not try anything else. Hammer and Purifier. That's it.
I had to try Arda, and trust me, don't. I had to. Oh, no, I retreated right away. But one thing out there, people in YouTube land, do them today. This is the last day of these bases. They're gone. There'll be a new one after the event.
That's it.
Roy, you want to tell them how many parts you'll get for each one down to the last?
It goes 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 until as many as you can do. And the best part of it is you get 25,000 medals for each one you do. So if you're doing these for the parts, pay attention to your medals too, because you're gonna fill it fast. War rig works in place of the jug also. I have never tried that, but no offense, this has worked for me, so I am not going to change it because with my luck, I screw myself.
You shouldn't have said that, because guess who's going to go try a war rig one?
Oh, Killa's going to go try it. You can do that live, Kill, if you want.
I just don't like the turning radius of the war rig and its unpredictability.
It'll probably take for let me think about it.
Yeah, it turns like a big tanker, or like a boat.
Big ass tanker.
What do you think, Robbie?
Right. You have to click right by the side
What do
of
you
it.
think about her wrapping this damn base apart?
Boring.
I know, it takes like 3 hours later.
That's why you just click on it. You do the step. You make sure your stuff is safe, and then you just click out of the attack and go do something else.
You can technically lead the attack, but we want to watch the timer and see how long it takes a level 16 jug to do it.
You could technically do 2 bases at once. You could use the jug and the war rig.
Yeah, that's a good point. Jug and war rig. I didn't even think about that.
Have you done it with the war rig quick?
No.
Was your jug healed before this?
Knocking fucks just
Mine, I went ahead and coined it.
Oh, there it is. It's green. Okay, it didn't look green. Now go back to the base and let's see what the damage is.
Part 1.
You're still getting parts, Brandon. You better get your button gear.
I got a bunch already, so I figured, doesn't it keep giving it to you?
No, you run out. It just starts giving medals.
Yeah, once you stop.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. This thing is being a little bitch. Okay.
It's being a little bit, she says.
17 minutes. 2 gold or 17 minutes.
That's your final lag.
Works with Jericho
wait a
instead of Jugger, but takes longer.
Oh, hell, where the hell is it? Okay. There it
It's
is.
coming.
And it's still on recall. It's coming. It's not coming. She didn't get it. You got your base surrounded again?
Wait, that's what you told me to do.
Yeah, I got to get you trained. I got to teach you how to do that the other way, too.
I've been so out of practice.
All right, when she's done, I'll teach you how to do it properly. Not how you do the damn tune. Let me tell you something. Wow, we're not doing it Brandy's way no more, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but at least I could be able to blow up shit. Funnier. All right, let's see.
Isn't it? I mean, and during the show, don't you have to kill one of the host or co-host stuff?
Yeah, that's true. I know.
I
Isn't
think
it funny?
what it Robbie versus you?
No, Robbie wants to come give it a swing. He can, but I don't know how much
All my
stuff he has
crap's
left.
dead.
I don't know how much shit he's got left. My shit's all healed. I'm fine. What about you, Robbie?
He said all of this shit's dead. Now, but how about you go after Roy?
Gee, I gotta
Yeah.
He's just trying to get out of
He
it.
is dead as a doornail.
All right, how about Socrates versus Roy?
Warpath was rough. We will have more PvP after the event. I guarantee somebody's going to want to beat on somebody.
I have an excuse. I was actually bubbling somebody to test the bubbles, and they appear to be fixed. So we're back from the 4 hours.
There you go.
The bubbles are back to what?
There's
they're
still
no
3
longer-
hours.
The 4 hour thingy. So if you
33 seconds repair time on that jug.
Nice.
33 seconds. Dang.
So yeah, 1 star was 18 hours.
Now it's repaired.
Okay, so let me make sure I hear you right, Daba. Bubbles are fixed.
They're not.
For new bubbles. Not
All right. Thank you. I can probably go get some sleep.
They're fixed now because
new bubbles.
Oh, okay.
New
bubbles.
bubbles. New bubbles. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do.
So
All right.
pop and get rehit, and then it should fix.
Let me do a little retreat. Brandon, pay attention to my screen share, please.
Hey, Roy.
Please, for the love of God, pay attention to my screen share.
Hey Roy, if you pull your base tune, we can show that bubbles are fixed live. For the
I'm
community.
sure one of you will love to hit me. One of my people will be right over, I'm sure. Okay, Brandy, when you want to retreat your base tune, just move your tune. Don't have to retreat it into your base. Click on it. See a little arrow? Pow. And you can move it back. Or let's send the sucker way away for a second here.
I love them invisible eyes that are on the map. Look, they're watching you.
I don't understand that shit. I think that's where all bases were at one time. Okay, Brandy, now watch.
The tune there, they disappear.
King Son, I know you watching.
This is how you do it. Yeah, send that bitch back. Then you can close the door. And guess what's going to happen? It's still going to drive right on in. Okay, Brandy? Did we lose her?
I think so.
I think
I
the
think
barbecue
so.
called. The barbecue.
The barbecue.
I was eating the barbecue, but yes, I was watching. But see, my problem is every time that I ever send anything to base and I don't do anything like that, it just says, eh.
Try it that way next time. I bet you it works.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to ask YouTube, is there anything else out there you guys want to discuss real quick, real fast, real smash?
And no, nobody's going to have my barbecue.
I'm already sending Socrates on his way. He's been on his phone for the last half hour traveling.
I'm on the Amtrak.
I have a new gun. I will use it. Give me the food.
Give me the barbecue, please.
Sorry, Dava. I'm not foolish enough to kill my DS or Jug in a base. Nice. Nice try.
The second part of that question is relevant.
To show us how much repair time it is
11
in PvP. 11 gold, brother. 11 gold. And I'll show you if you want, I'll show you what my big tune is.
Show it live, please.
Mine is
No, I'm
11
not
gold.
going. I'll tell you what. Thursday, don't forget Thursday, a live event show. Brandy and I will be live Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
I'll show you how not to do it.
Yeah, we'll probably go base for base, the right way and the wrong way. And you guys can decide who's right and who's wrong.
True.
You
I like
You
that.
never know. I might actually be right on this one.
You might. That's the thing.
I've been going through old videos now. Come on.
Yo, Rambo, what's up? All right, so
Adrian.
I guess somebody wanted to see my heavy tune. I'll show that real quick and let YouTube. Any other last questions out there? Any last questions out there? This is what I'm running for my heavy tune, ladies and gentlemen.
I never give up, Roy.
I know.
I never give up.
My Audra.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Omega Hydra. My Omega War Rig.
Was that Galaxy Quest, something like that?
My Caretaker. Darkstorm. And my Jug is normally in here, but right now it's out doing bases. So my Jug and Purifier are out wandering the world map. The only thing that goes in here is my Jug. But that is what I'm running. That is what I unleashed on Ruby in somebody's base and then went back and defended mine, and I didn't even think twice about it. It wiped it out.
That was the person that said, I never give up.
Yeah.
The
So-
famous quote.
Never give up, never surrender. Well, that person probably should have
What the
surrendered.
hell Ruby was
He gave up because I sniped his DS Tooth. And then, bloop, bloop.
Yeah. He got a 1-star on me, and I got a 3-star on him at the same time.
It was beautiful.
Robbie, what infamy, or actually, what honor did you get for your Warpath, huh?
Almost 8,000.
Oh,
was
literally-
okay. Wait a minute. That means you almost got you only got a little over 1,000 when you left us?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. What did you get with it?
Where you gotta flat him for that?
I'm thinking about it now.
Show some of that tough
Well,
love we were talking about earlier.
You weren't paying attention when I was initially talking to you, right? Because I did mention it. I mentioned I had a sector that was just like that.
Oh,
The number 2, but you didn't pay attention, did you?
you know what? I think I feel some tough love coming on after the event, Robbie. Tough love coming up after the event. All right, guys. I am very happy. I do, Mr. Phoenix. I do have a question since you are a moderator for Kickside.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I plead the fifth.
Well, he had a Russian, and he had
No,
a Russian helper.
This is a legit question. I think a lot of people that place very high want to know. I already have the trophy from last one. It is the same trophy again. Am I getting the second?
That is a prize. It should-
From what I was told, yeah, it's pretty much a replica of the trophy that you got before.
Oh, hell.
So this one's on a shoot?
No.
It will amaze you with its awesome spinning aura of either blood or no blood, a spinny bottom or no. I don't know if the other bottom didn't spin. I was actually considering getting 8K, so this way I have 2 different trophies, the one with the blood and the one without, but I can't sacrifice that blood crack because you know I'm an addict.
All right, that blood crack support. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to everybody that competed in Warpath and did fairly well, except for Robbie. On my shit list. He comes over with just over 2,500 infamy, leaves with over 6, and then come to find out he only got like 1,500 after that. So
I'm sorry. I had to sleep, okay?
And on top of it, you were only with us for what, maybe an hour and a half?
And that was that right after I left. Damn.
I had to sleep, damn it.
Robbie, next Warpath, you're stuck running with us.
You coming with us, bro. Better get some time off of work.
All right, so on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are definitely going to sign out of here. We're going to give our shout outs. So we're gonna start with let's start with Rebel right in the middle.
My shout out first and foremost, Happy Mother's Day to all our lady warriors.
Yes.
Shout out to the panel and Roy. It's a great show. I love the questions, and I think we need to do this a little bit more. So that's my shout out.
Very good. Knuckle Fucks want to make sure I tell everybody that Shock Turrets was given 2 more levels last update, and nobody even knew about it. Nice.
Wow.
I think it's like 4 days and 5 days, and it gets a range of. Romo, please. Okay.
It's a range of what?
It gets a range of 600 at the new max level.
Yeah, I'm still not putting those fuckers out.
Oh yeah, with the new design.
I just shared the Situation Room Facebook page. Go to there, like it, subscribe. All right, let's go to Meanie Robbie.
You're meanie.
Shout out. Now he's looking for another day of punishment.
Bobby, you're the meanie now, so.
Hey,
now?
Shout out. Okay, shout out to the Roman legions. Shout out to the panel, and I am done.
Okay, Mr. Phoenix.
I didn't do it. Oh wait, sorry.
You're next after me, buddy.
You're next, Sparkles.
I want to give a shout out to a few people. I think it's Mr. Rambo out on YouTube, Champ, and who's the third person? Some third person whose name I can't think of. So we were all in a hangout yesterday, and we had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and we all gained a crap ton of honor because teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely.
And Mr. Rambo out there was like, I'm not gonna get it. I'm like, hey, you're at 7K. I think he was at like 2K or something when we first met in the hangout, and then by the time we were done the hangout, it was 7K. Now he's out there on YouTube saying he made the 10K club. So I'm glad to see that. He must have been busy this morning.
He's in the Mile High Club.
Woo! He says he got lucky, started at 2K. Okay.
Hey, for him, it wasn't any luck. It was all skill. He was screen sharing.
He's working hard. I believe it. I do believe
screen sharing the whole time he was doing bases too. So like, I wasn't screen sharing. He was screen sharing. He wasn't getting DC. Man.
All right. I've got to say that was a good job. It was hard work. Anybody that got 10K really did work their ass off for it.
Oh yeah, he's a 47, so that's even more.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a 47.
I'm a 50. I was hitting my nuts off.
Second shout out is to Mr. Roy Boy and Ghost Rider for the questions. You guys had some good questions for the panel, and it would be interesting to get these kind of questions just to see, what the community thinks about the game.
I hope Kickstarter listens to that depot part. That is just some great ideas did come out of that.
You know what? I want an event where we just steal depots, like the Alliance thing.
I'd sleep through it. I won't even bother.
They won't get that event done until they give me a damn event that has killer clowns. Okay, this one was arachnophobia. Give me killer clowns, damn it.
The carnival. She wants a carnival.
I want a carnival.
All right, so that's good. Socrates.
Yeah.
Shout-outs, please. Oh my God, this is what I'm up with all the time, people. I swear to God.
Okay. I just want to give a shout out to everybody that have watched and is gonna watch, and new people that watch, and that's about it. And the people on the panel.
That's very good, very good. All right, so we're up to who the hell are we up to now? Killer B.
I want to give a shout out to the Roy and Brandy and the panel.
Killer B, 1L.
I didn't kill you. At least I didn't call you Ray.
Oh, dude, you did that to all Warpath.
And the people out on YouTube, and a special shout out to all the mothers, and to all actually the AV8 clan too, because last Warpath I knew all of yous. I was over there in 68 doing my thing, but this time I was doing it with a group, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. I fell short of 10,000.
You could have got it, but man, you were kind of like
I was just having fun.
feet.
I was having freaking. I had more fun on any kind of event or like this because we were doing it with a group. It was fun as hell. And I'm trying to drag this out because I went and tested the war rig and it took a little longer. 18 seconds it took with the war rig doing a 105.
Well, see, that's not bad at all.
And it only took out 2 turrets. It sat there getting shock and siroed to death, but it only took 18 seconds. So,
all right. So let's talk. I guess we go to Miss Brandy.
Well, shout out to everybody on the panel, and of course to YouTube. And yeah, the Warpath this time was freaking awesome. I'm hoping to actually go higher next time. And yeah, shout out to all the mothers out there, past, present, and currently expecting, because God knows we have a hard time enough already. Raising these future war commanders. But yeah, I had fun this week, and I can't wait to see what's going to come up for the event, and I'm hoping all my tunes will repair in time. But yeah, I enjoyed today's show, and having Daba and everybody on, and Roy always presents a really well put together show. I mean, even we don't have nothing to come up with, we always come up with something.
Dude, I come up with random shit. We never know what the hell I'm going to come up with.
Yeah, and it usually winds up pretty good. So shout out to Roy especially. So that's my shout out.
Well, thank you. I guess we have a little teaser we need to throw out.
I didn't do it.
Go ahead, Daba.
Why do computers hate me so much?
Thank you.
You got a potato computer too?
No, I had it copied and pasted, and it didn't. There we go. All right. So this is from a little birdie. I got permission to share this, but from Kixeye, I quote the Kixeye person who shall remain nameless. We are planning on releasing some new bases with higher resource payouts, but we don't have a set time for when they will be released yet. Dun dun dun. So, people that complain about the Iron Strike 60s, we may be getting different resource pieces. So
Yeah, I hit those all the time, but I heard you get more experience for the 35s and all, but that's just too many of them for me. I like this.
Well, I'm going to show you how to do it now that you're building your proper air.
You mean sort of like...
She scrapped half the good shit.
Oh, man.
So now she's rebuilding it, and she's still like 15 days from being finished. So, but she's getting there. She's under.
That's because the last sector I was in, I was suppressed.
Well, now she's under a new wingman. Somebody's got her trying to push her in the right direction, and all right, I'll be honest, I'm kicking her fucking ass, but that's a whole nother story.
Meow.
All right, so new bases might be coming out. Very good, very good. I like that. I appreciate that little bit of information. It brings it to me now, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, our normal show time will not be Thursday. It will be a show time for the event, so that means 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursday, we will be live. Brandy and I, and whoever else shows up, we are going to do each wave. We'll probably do a Brandy, then a Roy, face to base. That way everybody can get a feeling of what the hell's going on.
And they'll be able to tell us which one of us actually did it correctly.
Yeah, that's right. We want judges. Judges. Don't go by repair time either. It's going to be a combination of repair time and creativeness and skill.
Well, see, creativeness, you can get real creative if you ain't worried about repair time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll get really creative for you.
All right.
War Commander's a lot more fun when you're not worried about repair time and you're just bulldozing bases. Try to do one base.
And the other time we're going to be active is when, Roy? Sunday?
Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Robbie's available then. He could show us
We're gonna Sunday. We always recap and show bases that everybody's struggling and wants to see.
yeah.
That's just the way we do it.
Robbie, you want to help out with those? So some of the players that are having difficulty might be able to have some little tidbit hints too.
Oh, I could probably pull a few bases up.
Okay.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic.
No, you don't sound very excited. You don't like being put on the spot. So here we go. Once again, like and subscribe to the show and our pages. Our pages in the side channel of the YouTube somewhere. Okay, number one. Number two, guys, this is the God's Honest Truth. We will be live Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Actually, we're going to start a half hour early because we'll go over the prize list and such. So let me rephrase this. We will be live 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Please be ready, be live, be ready to laugh because somebody's going to lose their shit. So Thursday, we'll be live again. Like and subscribe to the page. I want to give a shout out to all these crazy people that came out to Warpath with us and also that came out to watch the show tonight. I thank everybody, and we are going to get out of here. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night.
Have a good one.